Good evening, one and all present here. I'm AKHILA AVALA, contesting for the post of Vice President. An interest for things, a passion to bring about a change, and the courage to take up a responsibility. It's not something that starts over a day. It's a few people, events and encounters that molded me to stand before you today. I'd like to start by sharing some such experiences. To begin with, being a part of NCC, I got to learn a lot of things. One thing that I learned is to not define boundaries for myself, but to push my limits and to believe in myself. Another thing, it taught me not to buckle under pressure. And no matter whatever hardships or failures, it inspired me to never give up. Another team I'm part of is the Festember workshops and informals. This team instilled in me the spirit of teamwork. It encouraged me to ideate differently, to come up with new concepts, to provide new experiences for the students. However, my first interaction with the admin was in my second year when I got an opportunity to work for the orientation core team. Being first years, all of us might have faced problems like probably finding our way through the campus or maybe getting to know about the basic requirements. Well, one problem in our batch was that junior-senior interactions were restricted and the whole concept of orientation started with our batch. To bridge this gap, through orientation program, through the orientation core and mentorship program, we decided to help the students, to help the first years as such, and we successfully established a bridge between the students and the campus. Then, I believe that each one of us present here can make a difference, no matter how small. Through Apeksha and humanity, I got an opportunity to do a selfless service and to do my bit to the society. We might have realized by now that in our campus there are not many sources to learn as such, well, other than the academics. Hence came up the initiative of Magister Club. Its basic initiative was to provide a learning platform to the students and to push them to pursue their passion. Well, working on developing this new idea from scratch, I learned the steps involved in putting forth a new idea to the students and gauging their acceptance and finally getting it sanctioned from the admin. Through all of this, I have grabbed any opportunity that I could get to make a difference in the college. I see this as an avenue to stir a furthermore change and to make a notable difference. Well, some of the ideas that I believe that we can together work upon are: first, being transparency. This can be achieved by monthly updates of the progress of registered issues. Students should be kept informed about what is going on in the student council and how far have the issues been advanced. I believe that this will help the students to easily connect to the student council and they are not kept uninformed. Another one is a common portal for textbooks. Well, given that the library is not accommodative of the needs of all the students, I believe that we are given a syllabus book where the prescribed or referred textbooks are given. If we could manage to get the PDF files or ebooks of all the textbooks and provide one common portal which is easily available to the students, then it would prevent the hassle of us going to the city, going from shop to shop, trying to buy books. I think this is an idea that we could possibly work upon. Another need of the hour is frequent mess audits. Well, in recent times, we did face quite a lot of problems about the poor quality of food being served in the mess. I think we could invite health officers from BHEL to come down to NITT to conduct these health audits. Another point being, we all know that proper care is not taken in cleaning the plates in which we are served food. I think installation and proper utilization of sterilization units should be established in all the mess units. And another one is that we might have noticed that there's a lot of surplus food that is being generated every day. And yeah, part of it is taken by the workers, but most of it is being dumped. Why dump it when you can distribute? I know that this initiative cannot be taken by the college as such, but then we have NGOs like Reunite to Redefine India working in Chennai and a Glow-type society which work for this cause. We can unite with them. We could establish a chapter of that NGO in our college to manage the excess food. Well, another point being, despite having various courts and a wide sports arena, I believe that we do not have enough sports equipment. We could, the demand among students could be assessed and as required, sports equipment can be bought. Now moving on to the hostel issues. One major problem amongst the girls is the lack of availability of food in the night hours. I have two proposals to face this situation. One is we could install vending machines within the hostel. Well, it does not need anyone to take care of as such, and it is it could be something very useful for the girls. Another being, we could enable delivery to Opal, night delivery to Opal from, say, to begin off from the on-campus food courts like CCD and Neelkesh. We'll begin with it, and later we can push it forth to off-campus food courts as well. And then another point is, I feel that there is a need to open up a pharmacy within the girls' hostel, which will be available to them during the night times to cater to the basic medical requirements of the girls. Another proposal is that many of our common rooms are not utilized. They remain empty. We could probably set up indoor games equipments like caroms and table tennis. It will also enable them to mingle, and it will serve as a recreation room. Another concern is the swimming pool timings for the girls. The swimming pool is available for the girls from 5 to 8 in the morning. Well, it is quite an inconvenient time. And another point being, considering winter mornings, the water is extremely cold. Well, I do understand that the timings were fixed as such to prevent intervening privacy of girls due to high-rise buildings in the surroundings. One proposal from my side is, we could cover the open top of the swimming pool with thick nets or say translucent glasses that will obstruct view, but it will also enable light to come in. Then there are also some long-term goals that I'd like to propose. Well, somewhere a spark has to begin. Our juniors can carry it forth. One is introducing integrated courses in NIT. Well, it's a concept that is widely prevalent throughout India. Many institutions like IITs and NITs like NIT Roorkela also follow it. Probably we could start up one such a course in NIT as well. Then, I know that this is a far-reached idea, but considering that a new block is going to come within Opal, we could set up a proposal for building a swimming pool within Opal. Well, why a swimming pool within Opal? Unlike the other resources that are available to guys and girls equally all the time, swimming pool is one such facility which we cannot share. Okay, so that makes the guys and girls go on alternate days, or it's not really available to the girls all time or whenever they need. So I feel that a swimming pool within Opal would provide easier access to the girls as such. Another idea that has been amongst us for a long time now is college radio. Radio has been a culture of developing society since ages. It will provide opportunities to all those who are willing to showcase their talents. I do realize that there can be quite a lot of loopholes in this idea, but then we can work towards it. I am willing to take up a responsibility to push for it and to work on closing all the loopholes. Opportunities should be available to the students to work along with the student council to implement ideas. Members of the executive committee, the class representatives, various clubs and organizations, and other student representatives, they should be empowered to work along with the student council to implement these changes, because together we can. And this is not a comprehensive picture of my agenda. These are just a few ideas that I have in mind. Well, besides this, I'll try to enhance and complete the plans proposed by previous student councils. Also, this election saw a plethora of ideas linking up development. Walking along the lines of Digital India, I see how initiatives like NITT app or student alumni relations can take our college to a mark apart. I personally would like to be a part of this change. And let this election not be a battle for post, but a platform for ideas to be heard. As a contestant for Vice President, a true victory for me would be the implementation of ideas and not just a mere post. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.